Hi guys, it's Mike from the SMcast today, and today we have the review of the 2006 set, the X-Wing. As far as I'm aware, I think this is 6212. I think it retailed at around about 49 quid, I think, but I'm sorry if I'm wrong. It's got about 600 pieces in it, I think, and you get 5 minifigures. You get Luke Skywalker, I think it's Wedge Antilles, whoops, not the camera, Chewbacca, Princess Leia and Han Solo. Now both Leia and Han Solo are Hoth versions, and you do get 2 pilots, which there's only 1 cockpit, you tell me. Oh, and you also do get, just in here, R2-D2. So we'll chuck the set out of the way for the starters, and I'm just going to lower the camera and assess if that's probably going to be the best way to do it. Actually, I'm going to unclip it and do it handheld. I think that'll probably be the... Sorry about that. Here we go. Right. Let's get rid of all of them, and we'll do them one at a time. So we'll start with Luke Skywalker. I don't really think that we need him on there. Right. So this is Luke from around about, well, from the 6th film when he was on Hoth, when he was in his pilot version, and his head has got this certain Rebel Alliance pattern on it, and he has his lightsaber as well, and standard printing on his chest, and then also his standard face, which appeared in quite a lot of his sets. But he's the main character, I would say, in this part, because he does fly the X-Wing, and his printing doesn't continue onto the back. It's just plain orange, which is I would assume a shame. But yeah, well, I'm only going to look at the front anyway, so. But yeah, that's Luke Skywalker. Now we have, I'm pretty sure this is Wedge Antilles. It's either Wedge Antilles, Dutch Vander or Dak Rolter. I think it's Wedge Antilles, I think. Because I've definitely got Wedge Antilles. But yeah, confusing. But he just has this simple, happy, smiling face, and then a different designed helmet, which has got a nice pattern on it, which does continue around to the side as well. And then he has the same torso printing as Mr. Skywalker, so not any variation in Luke being like a higher rank or anything like that. But I just made Luke's lightsaber explode. But yeah, he just has a simple smiling face, so nothing really new about that or anything. Well, it's flipping 7 years ago or something, isn't it? R2-D2 featured in about flipping 12 sets of this kind, the older version where he has the ring pattern around his head instead of the full torso, and his standard control panel on his stomach. But you can't have a ship without R2-D2, can you? Particularly the X-Wing. So that's R2-D2. Now we're going to Chewbacca. This is the older version of Chewie, just the older brown instead of the newer updated red. So he's just got his face with his painted black nose. That seems to be the only thing that they painted. Yeah, I did hear that they are, for the 2014 sets, they are going to redesign Chewbacca with a proper full printed face. And his standard, what I think is his ammo belt, and then just, oh yeah, normal Chewbacca. Yeah, love a bit of Chewie as well, particularly if you have Han Solo in the set. Now we have Princess Leia. Now she has got a nice jacket on from her Hoth version with what looks like some sort of commando. See if I can get it to, oh no, without it having a seizure or something. Focus. There we go. No idea what that's supposed to represent, but yeah. And that is her standard Hoth figure, until it was updated in I think 2009 with the Battle of Hoth set when you get Luke in the chamber and stuff. Normal white trousers. I'm not sure if the pattern continues onto the back. No, it doesn't. Yeah, older minifigures, so back printing, etc. not expected. And Han Solo, also his Hoth version. Typical Han Solo smile. He's got a cool torso. Break out of it so it gets an extra light and zoom in. Sorry about when it spazzes up with the focus, like there. But yeah, looks like a whiskey bottle or something, or a viewfinder, and he's got the same badge as Leia. There, look. Yeah, same badge. And he should have his hood. I actually don't think it came with this one. But yeah, and it's his holster on his leg as well, so first couple of like leg printings, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, they were the minifigures. You get 6, which is pretty good for a set of this size, because it's not really that big. But yeah, I'd like to see a lot of figures, particularly in Star Wars. I'm going to stick the camera back on here for the time being, whilst I can show you the main aspects of the set. So this is the, I think I'm zoomed in. Oh no, whoops, wrong way. So this is the X-Wing itself. I do particularly like this retractable landing gear, because if you didn't have that, so yeah, clever person, whoever decided to put that on. This is a bit flimsy, but if you look, it's quite cleverly designed in the sense that it splits, and these pieces just here, or hinge pieces. But you got an under storage just under here for lightsabers and whatever here, but it's very stiff, because in the sense it doesn't really fit properly. I don't know if that's just mine or what. And then you got the standard controls just here for with the control in it, and then obviously we'll stick wedge in because Luke's got a lightsaber in. Place wedge into the cockpit. Actually, I'm going to go handheld, it's easier. Sorry about the switching, it's just such a faff. And then you can just stick him into there. Get his ass on the studs. He would be in there. He's got his control panel. Shut that, and off he would go. But yeah, that's it from the front, and then the back as well. Obviously I'll explain all of this mechanism just here, and what the proverbial is that and stuff. I think that's just to hide the hinge and the motor, and well, not a motor but the cog system. And you got these like jet engines just here, and then the decal with the Rebel Alliance symbol on it, and then you got the blasters on the sides just here, like the laser cannons. I'm pretty sure there are on. There's 4 of them, and yes, as I said, underneath here that's the storage. Now the main aspect of this is, I'm now going to have to try and do this with my left hand, is just, I shall show you in a minute, but if I twist this thing just here, eventually I shall see. I am turning it very slowly because I'm dominantly right-handed and I'm trying to hold the camera in the right hand. But yeah, you get the idea. The wings do actually close. Yeah, this one's a bit spazzy. Not really shut properly, but that is what it's supposed to be. So you get the idea that you can shut completely. I'll just hold that up there. So the way that works is, I'm guessing you might just be able to see that just there. That is on, I think the spring might just be a bit slack, so you're probably better on this side. When I pull the bottom one down, it stretches the string. Yet when I turn this cog just here at the back, just zoom out, I turn this cog, and if I lift this up, you'll see that wheel, probably. It's quite hard to do. But yeah, and then you'll see the wings open, as so. And the way in which that works is, when you twist, there we go. Now when you twist this back cog, you will see that thing twist to the side, which is quite a clever, not sophisticated design, so very simple thing on behalf of whoever decided to put that in. Very much hats off to them for that. Very, very cool indeed. Excuse me. So, whoops. But yeah, and they just run. Try just quickly open it back up. They primarily just run on these flat pieces. Whoops. So to aid in the sliding, and then underneath you have the, just lift it up like that, like the two balls, so it sits in so it doesn't accidentally knock out or anything, which is a clever idea. So but yeah, I mean, I think that's just to cover the motor. It just doesn't really make sense. But yeah, and then obviously, as usual, in here we've got R2-D2 will go in like that, sitting there doing whatever he has to do. But yeah, but I think this was around 50 quid, and I got it fairly cheap. But it looks good. It looks very good, very, very good indeed. So I used to, when I first got it, I thought, because I only built it like yesterday, I thought that this bit was too long in proportion to the wings. But then, me being me, obviously, I had a look at the specifications of the actual X-Wing, and scale-wise, it's pretty much correct. So, yeah. But yeah, good detail. I like the contrast of the red and the white and the grey. Gives you a really good understanding, and just little details like this. I mean, they all go together. And if you're thinking, oh, it's got Technic in it with all pulleys and crap like that, thinking, oh, it's going to be a hard build, then don't like bob yourself and not get it, because this is good for display, particularly because of the landing gear, and then you can just have like the figures stood in front of it, which makes it look very, very cool. But so yeah, that is pretty much it for this one. I'm going to film the next review, which I'm doing straight away, and that is going to be, if I just grab it, that is going to be of the Y-Wing. So we've got the X-Wing and the Y-Wing, so I'll just do a quick comparison size-wise. Quite similar in length. I think the X-Wing's a bit cooler though. This one's just a bit plain and boring. Nothing really happens, but yeah, forget that. This. So yeah, you can get it, particularly with all the figures as well, because I know that particularly like this one goes for about 7 or 8 quid now on eBay. So Chewbacca probably about 3.20 if you're lucky. This one probably more about 10 because it's Luke Skywalker and his Hoth pilot crap. This one not so much because it's not the one with the hood. Because people like bummed off the hood, not hub. And then R2 and Wedge, probably only like a couple quid each. But for the set, definitely get it, particularly like because it's got a stand, so it suggests it needs to be displayed. But yeah, that just pretty much simply, there we go, simply just folds in there like that. And then it just, whoops, and I just broke something off. Let's get that back out. There we go. Landing gear like that was, just broke that off. Just stick that back in to go in. So, like that. So it's just supposed to be like a landing light or something. I don't know. Got a hint of red in it. If you can just make it out. But yeah, that is the X-Wing Starfighter with 6 minifigures, 6212. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good day.